There's two main characters in this film. One is Abu Jandal, and he's a taxi driver in Yemen right now, but he used to be a bodyguard for Bin Laden. I don't really know like what to say. I mean, he pretty much kind of scares me. He's very contradicting. I don't really know what I believe that from him. I mean, he's very charismatic and he definitely knows how to draw an audience in, but it's kind of like there's this look in his eye that you don't know if he's saying the truth or not. Salim Hamdam, who is actually the ex-driver for Osama bin Laden, and he's in prison in Guantanamo Bay. So we basically never see him, we just hear his letters. I think the scenes were actually shot beautifully. What I thought was interesting how the scenes were divided between like the crazy busy streets of Yemen, very documented, like exactly like what you would see like if you were there. It's not fancy or anything. And then so you really get a feel of that life compared to then these drastic changes to the scenes when you hear Salim Hamdam speaking to Abu Jandal through the letters. So there's this one scene of like a cable with this bird gently resting on it, and it's very like soothing, and you hear like Salim's voice saying how he's encaptured and how he hasn't seen daylight and how his life has been miserable and how he wants to be back at home with his family. I was doing some of that. I think the film is actually quite slow and at times a little boring. A lot of the times there's these big like moments where it's just like quiet and no one talks and it's just like filming the person or whoever it is, or the relationship between Abu Jandal and his son, or just Abu Jandal and his cab, and just like making facial expressions. So it is a little slow, but I think it does emphasize certain things like how important prayer is in Abu Jandal's life and how important it is for his son to like grow up praying. The Q&A. Oh, sorry, I'm just having some quinoa and hummus. I think it's the kind of mood I'm in, but no, the Q&A with Laura Poitras was great, actually. I think it's probably the best one we've had. She was an extremely inspiring woman. So strong, so brave. I mean, I thought it was so interesting when she's talking about how dangerous it was over there for her shooting this film, and it was in 2 years, and she kept going back and forth, and actually she even slept at Abu Jandal's house, and I mean, she did have a whole protection system if anything happened, if she got kidnapped, but it is very dangerous as an American working over there, and it was great to hear that she went to the New School. I mean, that's really inspiring. See you next week.